He asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated, it's just
a name.
Yeah,
that comes out of people's mouths.
Right. See, technically,
I want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this. That's tough because
as the controversy continues to grow, new claims have surfaced suggesting that Floyd Mayweather's business operations are under serious scrutiny. According to these reports, his promotional company, Mayweather Promotions, has allegedly been frozen as part of a broader investigation. It's claimed that fighters under the banner were advised to seek opportunities elsewhere, with all operations brought to a halt. The allegations go even further, suggesting that authorities are looking into possible financial irregularities connected to the company, with some critics arguing it may have been used more as a financial cover than a traditional promotional platform. If true, these developments would mark a major escalation in the situation. However, it's important to note that such claims remain part of ongoing discussions and have not been fully confirmed through official public statements.
Black. When my career is over, as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but as soon as somebody black does it, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I got to where I...
You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They build the whole show. So when he says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together,
put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together. Sign the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa. It's like I had to negotiate a release. It was $1.2 million.
When placed alongside other major promotional companies, critics argue that Mayweather Promotions hasn't been as effective in building and elevating a deep roster of fighters. In recent years, names like Gervonta Davis, Rolando Raleigh Romero, and Kermel Moten have stood out, but beyond them, many fighters have struggled to gain consistent visibility or major opportunities. Some have reportedly ended up on smaller cards, while others have chosen to move on in search of better promotion. Adding to the controversy, reports claim the company is now facing intense scrutiny, with allegations that its financial activities are being closely examined. According to those claims, accounts linked to the promotion have been restricted as investigators attempt to trace transactions and understand the full scope of its operations. If accurate, this situation could raise serious questions not only about the company's future, but also about its overall role and effectiveness within the boxing industry.
Guys like Warren Buffett that's in his 80s or 90s that can still make a ton of money. Bill Gates can still make computers, but soon as someone black.
Further reports have claimed that a large portion of Floyd Mayweather's earnings were allegedly funneled through accounts tied to Mayweather Promotions, raising questions about whether the structure was used to distance him from direct financial scrutiny. These allegations have fueled even more speculation. Though no final legal conclusions have been reached, it has also been suggested that, while investigations may be ongoing, any legal action would depend on confirmed findings rather than speculation alone. In response to the growing attention, Mayweather Promotions reportedly issued a public statement addressing the situation. The company announced that operations had been temporarily paused due to unexpected circumstances, pointing to ongoing financial reviews as the reason behind the decision. In the statement, they expressed regret to fans and supporters, explaining that the pause was necessary to focus on resolving the situation and protecting the long-term future of the business.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rich back with another one. Now, everybody is talking about how Floyd Mayweather is losing all his fighters. Gervonta Davis just put out a tweet saying that he stopped Shakur Stevenson from signing with Floyd because Floyd was setting him up for failure. Now, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan.
They went on to stress that protecting the stability and reputation of the company remains their top priority. Acknowledging the impact on partners and supporters, the statement reassured everyone that active steps are being taken to address the situation as quickly as possible. The organization also recognized the uncertainty surrounding its future operations, asking for patience as the matter is worked through. They clarified that the pause in activity is only temporary and intended to create space to properly handle the ongoing issues. Additionally, the company emphasized its commitment to openness and full cooperation with any relevant authorities, aiming to resolve everything in a clear and responsible manner. They closed by expressing gratitude for the continued support, while promising to come out of the situation more stable and prepared for the future.
And I love Tank, but a lot of times us fans don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, and if all this stuff they saying about Floyd Mayweather is true, it's sad because I feel like it take away from his career, his character as a person, because we see him in the ring, we see how head-driven he is, we see how...
They added that updates would be shared as more details come to light, while thanking supporters for their patience and loyalty. The statement reaffirmed their commitment to delivering top-tier boxing events and developing rising talent, expressing hope that operations would soon resume and continue serving fans at the highest level. However, the announcement caught many by surprise. Fans quickly flooded the comment sections with mixed reactions. Some weren't shocked at all, saying they had long questioned the business side of Mayweather's empire. Others expressed sympathy for the fighters affected, noting that moving to other promotions might ultimately benefit their careers. One fan summed up the mood by saying they weren't surprised by the situation, adding that while Mayweather's skills in the ring were undeniable, his business decisions had always raised concerns, and now they believe the truth may finally come to light.
You've spoken about the mother of your children who also passed. For you, who does have so many people depending on them, has also had a ton of success as well. How do those losses of people you love affect you?
7. Not all reactions were supportive. Some critics took the opportunity to revisit old grievances, claiming they had long expected something like this to happen. One commenter suggested that Mayweather's recent silence might be tied to the situation, describing it as the fall of an empire they believe was built on questionable foundations. Others went even further, openly accusing him of shady business practices and arguing that the current controversy only confirms their suspicions. A few questioned how his lifestyle could have been sustained at such a massive level, suggesting that the numbers never fully added up in the first place. There were also comments targeting Mayweather Promotions itself, with some fans doubting its ability to properly develop fighters. Names like Kermel Moten were mentioned, with concerns that even promising talent might struggle to reach their full potential under the promotion. Overall, the response has been sharply divided. While some continue to support Floyd, others see this moment as validation of doubts they've held for years.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rich back with another one. Now, everybody is talking about how Floyd Mayweather is losing all his fighters. Gervonta Davis just put out a tweet saying that he stopped Shakur Stevenson from signing with Floyd because Floyd was setting him up for failure. Now, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan.
6 others came forward in strong support, pushing back against the criticism and standing firmly behind Floyd. One fan described the situation as a tough moment for boxing, but expressed confidence that Mayweather would overcome it just like he did every challenge in his career. They encouraged him to stay focused, saying his resilience has always been what sets him apart. Another supporter echoed a similar sentiment, calling for patience and fairness, emphasizing that no one should be judged without clear proof. They argued that much of the negativity surrounding Floyd feels one-sided, and that his contributions to boxing and his community shouldn't be overlooked. For these fans, the belief is simple until there's undeniable evidence. They're choosing to stand by him, convinced that he has the strength and mindset to come through this situation, just like he did inside the ring.
kinds of crazy scenes. I think one girl flashed the camera or something like that. Just crazy stuff going on in boxing right now.
I got a lot of fighters on the rise. Yeah, so I'm not worried. I got a whole stable of fighters on the rise. That's coming real soon.
Criticism of Mayweather Promotions has only intensified recently, with some pointing to issues in fighter development and management. One example that drew attention involved Floyd Mayweather's young protege, who had been labeled a future star but ended up in controversy after receiving an indefinite suspension from the New Jersey Athletic Control Board. The 18-year-old was scheduled to fight Brian Marcato at a catchweight of 133 pounds, but during the official weigh-in, he reportedly came in far above the limit at 148.7 pounds. The significant miss led to the fight being canceled and ultimately contributed to disciplinary action, raising concerns about preparation and oversight. Many observers saw the situation as a reflection of deeper problems within the promotion itself. However, despite the setback, the young fighter was later given another opportunity to compete. He was added to the undercard of the Ryan Garcia vs. Rukia Onpo exhibition in Tokyo, where he was expected to face experienced contender Albert Pagara, though that event was eventually called off before it could take place.
I've been around Floyd since I was young, so the loyalty's always been there for me. You know, I'm 18 now. I've been around Floyd since I was like 8, so 10 years.
I'm a young fighter before, and I had a dream. So I'm proud of you. And it's no different from other young fighters that I believed in, that I said was going to be good and great someday. Just like Gervonta Tank Davis, he was in the same shoes you were in, and they didn't believe, but then when it happened, they believed, and all the jealousy came. So I'm proud of you.
The opportunity, however, didn't come without backlash. Boxing veteran Antonio Tarver voiced serious concerns, accusing Mayweather Promotions of moving too quickly with the young prospect's career and risking long-term damage. Speaking out on Instagram, Tarver reacted to a comparison of records and questioned the decision to match the rising fighter against a seasoned opponent like Albert Pagara so early. He warned that rushing development could backfire, suggesting the team might be putting unnecessary pressure on someone still in the early stages of his journey. Tarver's message was clear: there's no need to accelerate things at such a pace. While the young fighter has been active since turning pro in 2023, already racking up multiple wins and staying undefeated, critics are beginning to wonder whether such a demanding schedule could have consequences down the line.
And I'm pretty sure they got a few questions for you. Come on up. Come on, Kev. I need you.
We didn't see the fight. We were in here.
What?
How did you feel? Tell us how you felt. Tell us how you felt.
I got one. Hey, come out. What's up, brother? Congratulations on your first win.
The opportunity, however, didn't come without backlash. Boxing veteran Antonio Tarver voiced serious concerns, accusing Mayweather Promotions of moving too quickly with the young prospect's career and risking long-term damage. Speaking out on Instagram, Tarver reacted to a comparison of records and questioned the decision to match the rising fighter against a seasoned opponent like Albert Pagara so early. He warned that rushing development could backfire, suggesting the team might be putting unnecessary pressure on someone still in the early stages of his journey. Tarver's message was clear: there's no need to accelerate things at such a pace. While the young fighter has been active since turning pro in 2023, already racking up multiple wins and staying undefeated, critics are beginning to wonder whether such a demanding schedule could have consequences down the line.
And I just barely been pro a year, so even before that, Floyd supported me and let me know he had my back. So I always have loyalty to Floyd. And
at the same time, those frequent appearances in the ring have given him valuable exposure and helped sharpen his experience early in his career. Out of his 6 fights so far, only 1 has gone the full distance, highlighting his ability to handle pressure and finish opponents. His scheduled bout against Albert Pagara was set for 8 rounds at 140 pounds 1 weight class above his usual 135-pound division. While the matchup presented a chance to prove himself after recent setbacks, it also posed a serious challenge against a far more experienced opponent. Even as debates continue about whether he's being pushed too quickly, the situation is further complicated by the fact that he remains under suspension from the New Jersey Athletic Control Board, leaving uncertainty around his immediate future.
You're backed by arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
Well, we want to know in the least amount of fights. You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights, 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
However, stepping away from the situation surrounding Moton, many critics have pointed to it as part of a broader concern about the direction of Mayweather Promotions and how it aligns with the legacy fans associate with Floyd Mayweather as a fighter. Still, others argue that Floyd himself appears largely unfazed by the criticism. Instead of engaging with the backlash, he continues to project confidence through his public persona, often highlighting his wealth and lifestyle choices as a statement of success on his own terms. Love him or hate him, Mayweather has always done things his own way. The boxing icon, as famous for his undefeated record as for his extravagant image, continues to embrace a highly individual sense of style and success, one that keeps him firmly in the spotlight, even as debates around his business empire continue to grow.
And of course, the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys.
And the situation escalated further when Moton publicly pushed back against the commission's version of events. In a recent statement, he claimed the New Jersey Athletic Control Board mishandled his medical paperwork, saying his blood work had been lost in their system, which made proper fight clearance impossible from the start. According to him, this issue had been ongoing for days before the weigh-in controversy, and he insisted the bout was already in jeopardy before he ever stepped on the scale. Because of that uncertainty, he admitted he didn't fully push himself to make weight, arguing there was no point in cutting aggressively for a fight that may not have been approved anyway. Moton also alleged that officials still required him to attempt the weigh-in, suggesting it was used later as justification to cancel the fight. The commission has not publicly confirmed these claims, and the conflicting accounts have only added more confusion to an already controversial situation surrounding his suspension and future in the sport.
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
the greatest of all time.
Okay.
This time, it was courtside during Game 3 of the first round NBA playoffs between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat, where Floyd Mayweather once again stole the spotlight. He was seen flashing a diamond-encrusted watch, along with matching bracelet and ring luxury pieces that reportedly cost more than most homes. Mayweather, whose fortune is estimated at around $450 million according to recent reports, has never been shy about displaying the rewards of his long career. With an undefeated 50-0 record, world titles across 5 weight divisions, and a resume filled with highlight knockouts, he remains one of boxing's most accomplished figures.
Closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown. Well, in the industry, you see a lot of people with this kind of watch, this kind of watch, and this kind of watch.
He also shared a close-up video on Instagram, zooming in on his watch and eye-catching timepiece so heavily encrusted with diamonds that the actual watch face was almost hidden beneath the shine. The look was completed with a matching bracelet and ring, each piece reflecting the same over-the-top luxury style. It's classic Floyd Mayweather. While many wealthy figures prefer a more understated image, blending in with simple outfits and minimal branding, Mayweather has always gone in the opposite direction. His public persona is built around full-scale extravagance diamonds, designer fashion, private jets, and high-end nightlife, all forming part of his signature lifestyle.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
What you about to do?
What you about to do?
Hey, what you about to do? You about to do what right now? What you doing?
Driving.
Okay, so tell him. Tell him what you about to do.
Driving.
Okay. Come on, turn it over. Go that way. Yeah, there you go. Turn it over. Come on, turn it. Turn it some more. Turn it some more. There you go, champ. There you go. There you go. Okay, now, and what I need you to do, let it come back a little bit. There you go. There you go. There you go. I want you to take me. I want you to take me over through there.
15. Yet at the same time, there's another side of him that fans often point to with admiration. Away from the cameras and the spotlight, he's also seen as a family-oriented figure, a doting grandfather who enjoys spending time with his grandson, traveling and sharing lessons about life, discipline, and even business. That contrast is part of what keeps Floyd Mayweather so talked about. He isn't just viewed as a former champion, a promoter, or a businessman. He's become a larger-than-life personality with multiple layers. One moment he's courtside, fully embracing luxury and attention. The next, he's in a more private setting, focused on family and personal moments. It's a balance that few public figures manage to maintain, but Mayweather has built a career and a brand out of living both sides openly, without apology.
Into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Of course, taste is always subjective. Some people see a diamond-covered watch as excessive, while others view it as the ultimate symbol of success and achievement. Either way, Floyd Mayweather has always known how to command attention without saying much at all. Sometimes just a simple flash of his wrist is enough to remind the world who Money Mayweather is. He's built his identity around living life on his own terms, enjoying the rewards of his career, while turning his lifestyle into part of his brand. Love it or criticize it, the spotlight tends to follow wherever he goes. At the same time, Mayweather has also made public appearances aimed at addressing ongoing rumors about his finances. Despite persistent speculation about his wealth, he continues to present an image of confidence and control, pushing back against narratives suggesting financial trouble. Earlier this year, he even appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where some of those discussions resurfaced in the public eye.
Do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing?